Okay, we're going to do an unboxing and take a quick look at the Ruger EC9s pistol. Another micro 9, I guess it fits into the category. And why did I get this particular gun? Ruger firearms are a high quality firearm, but also they come with a quality price tag. And the reason I bought this particular gun is I went to the Ruger website. The MSRP on this pistol is $369. Now, if you go and search online, most places will tell you that the gun, the street value, which is very rarely do you see guns sell for the MSRP, but the going rate is $299 or $300. So, like almost $70 less. Battlehawk Armory had a sale on this one at $199. This is putting a Ruger pistol down to the price point of a Sky pistol, which was like $190, so, or $189. So let's take a look at what I got. Like I said, I really didn't know much about this gun. Let's see what we get in the box. Okay, here with the paperwork, you have the manual, standard Ruger paperback manuals, and you have, got a Ruger sticker. Got some other stuff, I guess the warranty, paperwork, some other Ruger advertisements and advertisements for Ruger, some offers here, so all the formalities done. Now you got a cardboard box with a plastic tray, and in this tray here there's this orange magazine. More on that a little bit later. Now one thing I was surprised here is the flat floor plate and your lock, and then the gun itself here wrapped in plastic. Okay, out of the plastic we have the gun with one mag and a little pinky extension, chamber flag, and that's the way it's wrapped in there. So let me get the box out of the way. Set this here. Now, first off, one thing that makes this gun a little bit different than the others is this gun has a magazine safety. What is a magazine safety? When the magazine is out, the gun will not function. Chamber flag, like I said, nice item. Get back in there. Like I said, some ranges, when you set the gun down at an indoor range, or even my outdoor range used to have it, you have to have a flag to indicate your gun is visible at a distance and safe. Okay, so the thing that surprised me about this is it did say one mag. Okay, let's see if this one too is gonna. So the magazine that came in the gun had a pinky rest on it, and it has this other floor plate. So if you really want to make this concealable and not print, you can remove that and stick the flat one on there. But here's the deal: when I thought they were going to send it with this and one mag only, the way it arrived, okay, this gun now with that pinky rest on her, I can grab a hold of it as is. But anyway, thinking that I was not going to get that, and anytime you order anything, it costs anywhere from $10 to $20 shipping. I also ordered a Ruger magazine with the extension. This is a 9-rounder that fits in there. I think it's 7 in the gun, single stack. And I got this also for $26.39, which most of these kind of go over $30 when you find them online. then you look at shipping, like I said, can be anywhere from $9, $12, depends on the company charging you. So there's $30 right there, 30, 40, 45 bucks for a extra mag. So getting a $100 discount, you get one spare mag, you've taken half the discount away. But if I had known that it was coming with that pinky rest on there, I wouldn't have bought that other mag. I would have kept the price down lower. Alright, so let's get in here and take a look at what we got. Okay, the Ruger, again, we're looking at a little micro with the polymer grip. You have, this is a little window for the takedown pin. You have a slide release, and you do on this pistol have a manual safety. Okay, there is the mag release here. Now the mag release is one way compared to some of the other guns. It's not ambidextrous. I don't know if you can shift this over or not, and none of the other controls are either. So on this side there's nothing other than a little port, and when we come to the takedown I'll show you how that works. So another thing, like I said, this gun also has a magazine safety. Now, how does this work? Okay, you got your gun cocked. The the striker spring is cocked, and if the magazine is removed from the pistol, and this safety, you see the red is on, it does not function. Okay, so you have to have the magazine in, and there it goes. So, mag safety. Now I'm going to take this out and show you what this does. What this does, you're going to need it to field strip and everything else. When you pull the slide back, that is short and does not trip the slide release. And here's your manual safety here. I'm sorry. And this one's a little weird. It works from the back. Usually most of them are up in the front. It works in the back, comes up. And you also have a trigger safety here. Okay, so with the manual safety on, it works. You got your, take it off, you got your Glock style trigger safety and the mag safety. Like you've seen, if the magazine out, the gun will not fire. So you put this thing in there and it allows you to dry fire the pistol. Okay, and see, it doesn't stop the slide. So you can, so the trigger pull on this will cover that. There is a bit of a take up, so you got to take up, and it's kind of a long, and it breaks, and then the reset is pretty much well out there. Couldn't hear it. Right there, about right there. Okay, so we'll review the safety. So you got your mag safety, your trigger safety, and a manual safety here. Now the thing about this manual safety, a lot of people don't like them. I myself would rather have one on a pistol than not. But the thing about this safety is when you push it up, it's kind of difficult to get it on safe. Okay? But, okay, the Ruger designers kind of knew that. You see the white dot in there? That means it's on safe. If I pull this out of my pocket, my thumb hits that safety, and the fact that it pivots down, it's pretty simple for me to draw this gun out of a pocket or holster. Just flick my thumb down, simple, and throw that safety off. So that's something that they designed fairly well into this gun. So even though you have this manual safety, like I said, it's much harder to get it go up, but not that hard to get it to come down. I think that's a pretty neat feature. And in fact, we have a manual, we have the Glock style, and we have the MagSafe. So, and it's a little unusual to see magazine safeties on American-made guns. As for the frame itself, like I said, with the 7-rounder in there, with the pinky rest, I can get a hold of this gun fairly good. There's nothing to adjust in this, so however it is the frame. It fits in my hand pretty good, a little weird, okay. I can't say it fits like a glove, but it fits in there fairly good. Nothing for mounting a light or accessories. I don't know if they have accessories you can clamp on here and that. Pretty scalloped. The you got machined little tapers here, so kind of you can holster, unholster. So that looks good. The texture, you can almost not feel it. Like some of them other guns, the stippling or texturing here, what you have here in the front, and the little side panels, and a little on the back, I can't even really notice it. Okay, I barely feel it. Where some of the other ones, it's quite pronounced, and you know. Now, where you're getting some features that are a little bit different than the other pistols, one's the mag safety. When we come up and look, you just got, it's all black, the sights. Okay, no dots, no color, no nothing. And these sights are fixed. The rear sight is machined or whatever right into the slide, same with the front. They're very simple, very basic, and they are not adjustable. The rear sight sticks up there pretty far, so when you try to line it up, you can see them, but in certain light conditions, you're not going to pick them up quick. So I think we're going to do a little nail polish thing here on the front, just so I have something to be able to pick that sight up quicker and easier with that. So pretty simple basic gun. Looking at the full retail price of $369, you know, But I mean, it does have some nice features and that in there. Let's see, let's go back. And that's about it. Now, I'll discuss the takedown of the gun. And be prepared, like with everything with Ruger, you're going to have a few tools. Now, Ruger always makes it to where you need something. You're going to need a paper clip and a punch, and I believe this is 1/32 punch. Should do good. So it's pretty small. Alright, so Ruger says to start your field strip, clear the weapon here like this. Okay, so you make sure there's nothing in there and use the magazine. Drop the actual magazine, and this is in. Place that up there. Now, when you draw back on the pistol, so the striker has pressure on it. So you would put this dummy mag in there to relieve or trip the mag safety. And you would pull the trigger and relieve your striker pressure. Now at this point, we'll zoom in here. To take this down, this is a little door right here. And you would press down on this, and it locks down in place so you can see the little pin in there. Then you would try to line up the slide this is where it's difficult for me. Line up the slide so the pin is lined up to the hole. Then on this side here, this little indent here, you would take the paper clip, stick it in there, trying to line this, and then push it out. It goes gently, and as you see, this pin now is locked in there. So I'm going to place this back into the hole here and kind of draw that back until the slide isn't resting on it. The punch kind of doesn't fit through in there. Probably have to get an 1/8 inch punch. And then once you take the pin out, the slide should come right off the gun. Okay, now what do we have? Pretty basic. Take out the old mag thing so you can see better. Pretty simple gun, pretty basic internals. And like I said, this has this alloy. It's got a full chassis under there, which is nice. That Savage was like just had 4 points that the thing rides on, but some of these have kind of a full chassis, which is a nice feature in there. Alright, so pretty simple. Then our slide, same thing. You have your recoil spring in that, and basically this one, and this is captive, so this is a lot easier to get out than the Savage. I couldn't take the Savage out. The Savage, the spring will just stick out that far, and then you got to try to wrestle it back in, and your barrel just pops out like normal. So there you go. And look at the slide. All pretty simple mechanism. And also, I forgot, on your barrel, that little notch up there is probably your loaded chamber indicator when this is all put together. I'll show that to you. I forgot to tell you about that. So getting the gun back together, and for me to do that on camera is a little tough because of my hand here, but it's all pretty simple. They do tell you to make sure that the spring in it is lined up so it drops down in there and goes through the front as it should. And again, your little door is down, and you would slide that up in here. Slide it all back together, and then like they said, you have to pull it about 1/8 of an inch back to line up that hole in the slide for the pin. Let me try to get that on there. Okay, you pull the slide back. It's difficult for me with the bad hand. And then once you got it back, you can push it down in, push it in there with the punch, and then I pulled it back and it kind of dropped down in there. And then you'd want to go and slide the door back up to where it's closed. And then you're all set. Okay? Oh, like I said, I believe if you look in the top where the barrel is, there's a hole there by the slide, and if you had a brass case in there, that would be your loaded chamber indicator. Alright, so that's the field stripping. A little bit different than the others, and you do have to use some sort of tools, but not too terrible. Alright, so now let's take a look at that 9-round magazine and see what it does there. It actually extends the grip out so far, a little bit more. It does give you that heel, which, as you see, fits my hand perfectly. Even though the extended magazine makes this gun a little bit more difficult to conceal by adding the length on there, it is an option, okay, for the grip. Not that the one with the pinky extension is probably usable and controllable. We won't know until we go out and shoot it. So, looking at this neat little Ruger pistol, it has some features on it that the other compacts don't. It has a few things that may detract from it. As far as operation goes, this one is a lot smoother. It's more smoother than the Savage operating it. The serrations on the slide are rather deep, and I can get a hold of them. That other pistol, I had issues with it. I can very easily get it. So I guess the only question we have left now is to take it out to the range, get some practical use on this thing, see how it fits in the hand, see how it shoots. So stay tuned for the video when we take her out to the range, and then we'll come back and assess this gun compared to the others.